Howdy. How's everybody on this evening? So we got Terry. He said, what up? He said, hey, Dash, I'm here. Bring the Smoke says, hey, yo. KB says, howdy, people. KB says, mad wood. How you doing, KB? How's everything? How's everyone? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna pull up the stream so I can make sure that it is working. So hopefully all is well with you guys. Shout out to Bumpy. Oh, Bumpy is... No, Bumpy's still in town. I'm about to say Bumpy might be out of town at this moment. But not. He's still around. Not a good look. Start off. Not a good look. Sorry. KB says, greetings, Mr. Dash. Man, who's that Mr. Dash? Mr. Richard. How you doing this evening, sir? Glad to see you hang out. Appreciate you stopping. And if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd really appreciate it. Not just you specifically, Mr. Richard, but any and all of you guys who are here. The man of the 2 hours is here. I don't know about all of that now. Shoot, that's bad. This summer has been kicking my butt. I have been getting up early and staying up late, and it has just been kicking my butt. Anyway, man, KB, Mr. Richard, and Terry said the man of 2 hours is here. All right, so, I'm gonna be drinking something a little different. My guy told you guys, like maybe if you were here, me up with a little bit of vodka, like a vodka like. And I took some Jolly Ranchers and I put a couple Jolly Ranchers in here. So I have this one was a mix of peach and orange. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that in my cup. Rolling. You said it's been a minute since I caught a live. Yeah, look, and I didn't even call you Raul. I called you Rolling the first time. See, it hasn't been that long. I said Rolling. Dude, Dave, I saw there were some videos. Let's see. He says, hey, Dash, how's it going this evening? I'm no prep down Ontario this past weekend. I was trying. It was trying with the heat, but we managed. That's what's up. Yeah, man, dude, I feel for anybody who's out there, especially during the day. All right, that was a full jar. Now it's a half jar. Look, let me just take a sip of this. Swear, Jolly Ranchers and liquor. And I have Mountain Dew energy drink. I went to 7-Eleven. I was trying to take advantage of the points that they have, and I'm like, all right, well, let me get something that will accumulate, give me some extra points. So I bought this Baja Blast energy drink. I'm gonna try it out. Jeremy Pena says, yo, what's up? Asante says, evening all. Asante is new here. Asante has been commenting on a bunch of the catering videos and like the catering help videos, the business videos, which is cool. So thank you, Asante, for doing that. Appreciate that. So if you have not or do not, take a moment and go get yourself a refreshing adult beverage. My adult beverage of choice typically comes in jars. Your mileage may vary, your beverage may vary, but nonetheless, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna have a good time. So, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. And go get your beverage before we get in too deep. All right. Let's see. Neil, he said, "What's up?" All my friends, how you doing this evening? Jimmy, he says, what's up? That's my Uncle Jimmy there. Yeah, just, good dude, good cat. Definitely Ice himself, what it do, big fella? Thanks for all your smoking tips, bro. As always, blessings to you and the family. Well, thank you very much, man. Right back at you. Definitely appreciate the positive vibes, the positive feedback, just the positivity. Period. I do appreciate it. Seriously, that you guys who are like my core 25, 30 of you guys who come in and hang out on Wednesdays, y'all, it's you guys who are like the reason why I do this, and I feel so bad when I can't do a live stream on a Wednesday night or something else is going on. Like a few weeks ago, we were out to dinner with Taste Tester number 2, and obviously, my family, to me, my family comes first, but you guys are part of the family too, just a different part of the family. But my nuclear family comes first. Brittany Smoke says, "Hey, I did my first live stream this past Sunday. Did you happen to catch any of it?" I did not. So Sundays, I work the range all day on Sunday. And actually, during the weekend, I do not watch very much YouTube. Typically, on the weekend, I am cooking, catering, or family stuff. On I'll wait before I get to go to the range, and I'm at the range all day. And this past Sunday was a long day at the range because every other Sunday we clean the rental pistols, and this past Sunday was a cleaning. At 6, we're there for 2 or 3 hours, 3 hours this time, 3 hours after work cleaning pistols. So I mean, we just kind of sit around, BS, and tell stories and stuff like that. Retell stories of like some of the oddest customers of the day and of the week. So fun times. Sean said, "What up?" Neil said, "I'm on holidays this week." Nice. Brittany Smoke said, "I gotta say honestly, you've been a great source of inspiration for me." Well, thank you, man. Russell Jones, he says, "Hey, ow, what up, Russell?" Brittany Smoke said, "I smoked a pig's head live." All right, well, perfect. I don't. Mr. Chachi, he said, What's up, Dash? What up, Dyron? How you doing?" He said, "Dash, what's going on?" Terry, what's going on? Dyron, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I see you winning all these accolades and awards from your community, good brother. I see you. Don't forget that thumb up now, Captain BB says. Yes. If you have not already, please hit that thumbs up. I'm showing 24 folks watching and 16 thumbs. So if you do not know, just back out of the chat, and then you'll be able to see and hit that thumb up button. If you hit that thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It really just makes me feel better about doing these videos. It helps the channel, and it tells YouTube, hey, all right, this guy's cool. Yeah, Blind Man Cooking. What's up, Dave? How you doing? He says, what's up? How's your barbecue week going? It's going. So I guess the week starts on Sunday. I have already done two technically. I cooked a brisket for a customer. And I wish I had friends like this, right? So this girl who's a long-term customer of mine, she hit me up late last week, and she's like, "Hey, is there any way I can get a brisket as soon as possible?" And I'm like, "All right, cool, no problem. I'll talk to you early next week." So on Monday, I hit her up, and I was like, "Hey, totally forgot to get back to you on Saturday night. How soon did you want this brisket?" She's like, "As soon as possible. It's for a girlfriend. She just had a baby, and I want to make sure that she has some food in the house for herself and her other kids." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I told her, well, I will get back to you either tonight or first thing in the morning, Tuesday, and let you know if I was able to get a brisket, and I'll send you an invoice. So I went on Monday night. I went to Walmart of all places, and I was able to find a brisket. So I said, well, it was too late for me to go to Sam's, and it was too late for me to go to Restaurant Depot. I said, well, dealing with what I can deal with, I ended up going to like I said, Walmart, getting a brisket. Paid a little more than I would have liked to, but I was able to get procure the brisket. And then while I was there, my wife was actually on the phone with me while I was walking in the store, and she's like, "Well, you should get us a brisket too." And I'm like, and I'm like, "Brisket's expensive." She's like, "Yeah, but we would like a brisket." So I'm like, "All right." So I ended up getting two briskets. I got one for the customer, and I got one for I, this is the second time I've cooked a brisket for us in a year. Right? A year. So I started up the drum on Tuesday morning, smoked both briskets, and then I also had some ribs. Again, this past Saturday, I had an event I cooked for. It was a whole brisket, 2 racks of baby backs, and 2 slabs of spares. Yeah, 2 slabs of spares. Was that it? Oh, and 60 chicken wings. So when I bought the ribs, Sam's usually or typically the racks of ribs, baby backs came in packs of, came in packs of 3. But now all of a sudden they're in packs of 2. So I told my wife that I was gonna, hey, I'm gonna have an extra rack of ribs. I'll cook them for you. So because I had already told her that I was gonna have ribs for her, I'm like, all right, well, I ended up having to buy another pack of ribs, right? I'm like, man, it's just costing me money. So I ended up getting the second rack of ribs, and what I ended up doing was, once I took the briskets off, I put the ribs on the smoker since it was still going, and while they were finishing, while the briskets finished in the oven in the house, I started the ribs, and then once I pulled the ribs off, once I picked my son up in the afternoon, I brought them in the house in the oven, and I actually put some potatoes on in the oven as well, and it kind of all worked out. So far this week, I cooked and 2 racks of ribs, and towards the end of the week, for Friday, I have a 50-person event, and then Saturday I have a 25-person event. Ring the Smoke says, I think your connection is a little choppy. You know what? Hey, it's on, and it is on the Wi-Fi, so let me turn that off. Chachi said, how did your cook go this past week? It went well. The cook was fine. The communication as to where the young lady that was getting the food would be was a little off. So I've talked to you guys about this customer before. She was the person who years ago, she wanted to order a smoked turkey for me, and I told her, I'm like, unfortunately, I can't cook a turkey for you. I've like hit my max number of turkeys, blah blah blah. And she's like, no, I'll pay extra, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, listen, it's not that you are, because you're willing to pay extra. I ended up talking to her, and she told me she would be able to pick up her food a day early. I'm like, well, if you can pick up your food a day early, I can get a couple turkeys in the smoker when I'm cooking some non-turkey stuff, and then you can, do what you need to do. And she's like, that's fine, that's perfect. I will come and get it on Wednesday, not a problem, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, bet. So that's what she did. And she has been picking up her food 9 times out of 10. She's picked up her food for me. But the last few times she's ordered, I've taken food to her. So this time, when she placed her order, I expected I was taking food to her. Well, she thought she was coming to my house to pick it up. Well, long story short, I had to drive half an hour out of the way to have to drive half an hour and then take her food. Then she was enamored with my electric car, and for the car, and her and her daughter. And she's like, my boyfriend might be getting these soon, so it worked out. Kid Doris says, what's up, Dad? Sitting stop in Montana, dreaming of being home for some. Get outdoors. What's your dream meat to smoke, I guess? Y'all, damn, it's hot. Watching the live car because it's got I don't know how that goes, Victor. Bringing Smokes says, damn, Victor, that sucks. Nah, man. Kurt Flo Dallas says, Charlotte, North Carolina. Checking in. Big salute, big bro. We're right back at you, man. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Hey, you're down in Charlotte, so I'm gonna need you to look up my guy. Is Boogie's Smoke Shop. He hangs out and works with. There's a cigar shop on there. White Club, social club. But Boogie's GIES Smoke Boogie Smoke Shop. Boogie Smoke Shop. Check him out, and tell him Dash sent you. Get out his Boston butter brisket, man. I'm gonna choose brisket over Boston butter, but that's just me because I don't eat pork. I'm a big beef guy. Big beef guy. Just says the feed is really bad tonight. Oh man, hopefully it gets better now that I'm taking Wi-Fi when I'm using my data. Yep, I am on 5G. Are you able to watch from your house because your wife's not home, or are you able to watch from your house because like something else? Dave said we got bad flooding near St. Louis, Missouri area, and the sad news is Poppy, Sugar, Fire, and Hobos all suffer water damage. Sucks for the people who were here. Love to eat smoke meats at those places. So you know what? I went to St. Louis years ago, and oh gosh, let's just put this into perspective. I went to St. Louis. It was probably the year 2000. Year 2000, yeah, because I wasn't 21 yet, and just to put it in perspective, I'll be 42 this year. One thing was kind of cool. I did went to Arch, and I was in Arch. Actually, while I was in St. Louis, I met him under the Arch on Missouri River. So I had a heck of a time and experience at a club in St. Louis, and how long ago it was, not how old, but how long ago there was like one club, and the club changed the type of music on each night that you went, and we went on the wrong night, and it was like trance music, and I was really into it, really drunk and really into it, so I had a hell of a time. Let's see. Terry says, speaking of a catering gig, speaking of catering, I bid on a wedding last week and putting in another bid on another wedding tonight. Nice. That's what's up, man. Chachi said, LOL, because I'm home tonight, not in the semi. Well, semi, what do y'all say? SEMI or SEM? Well, I mean, they're both spelled the same, but y'all say semi like SEMME? Or do you like semi like SEMMI? Semi or semi? Which one do y'all say? Dallas is cracking up. Hey, man. Goodness gracious. Telling you. Man. Neil says you need 100 subscribers. Something to open up on 40 on YouTube. Neil is when you reach 1,000 subscribers. So 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can actually monetize your channel. And actually monetize your channel, and I think at 1,000 subscribers you can start to go live, or live from mobile devices. You can always go live from. Oh man, I'm looking at the feed on my computer, and it is very pixelated. You can always go live from from your computer. It takes 1,000 subscribers to go live on a mobile device. So there's that. All right, so let's talk about the topic at hand: get comfortable catering. And there's no way to get comfortable catering than to receive honest feedback. In my opinion, receive honest feedback and to just start doing it. There are going to be people who are not going to like what you're doing. There are going to be people who are going to tell you that you're doing something wrong. And I mean, you can't please everybody. And as long as you realize those three things, you'll be fine. Quentin, how you doing this evening, man? Quentin, you will appreciate this. I'm going to be taking my ID4 down to Florida next week, like a straight kamikaze run down and back in 2 days. So I think I might actually film going down there and coming back just to want to keep myself occupied, but for those of you guys who want to, there are a few of you guys who are interested in EV stuff. So maybe, maybe that's it. Hit me up, man. We're gonna see, cause it is I'm gonna be, not even a quick visit. It's gonna be I'm taking my wife and my daughter down there, turning around, sleeping overnight, get up in the morning, and coming right back home. So down and back. This is not a social trip. I'm serious. I'm focused, man. Yeah. All right. So anybody have on how to get comfortable for cooking for other people? Like how did you get comfortable cooking for other people? But maybe we'll have to just hit me up on Instagram. Maybe tell me where you are and shoot. If I can somewhere or we can work it out where I can make a stop somewhere where you can meet me. I mean, because I gotta stop. I'm gonna have to stop every hour and a half to 2 hours. Maybe we can work that out. Terry's got to reboot. I think that's code for poop. It's all right, Terry. You could have taken us with you. Drive by the house. I throw a plate, a tri-tip in the car. Dog, do not threaten me with a good time. I mean, I will detour for food and liquor all the time, anytime, every time. Jordan says, yo, Dash, I need to cook a brisket a week after friends, baby. I'm planning to cook it, cool the fridge, and vacuum seal it whole. How long will a sealed brisket last in the fridge, or should I freeze? So, Jordan, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're planning on vacuum sealing it, I would slice it up. The reason I say that is because it's easier to slice it when it's fresh, and like thawing it out or cooling it and then having to try to slice it, because you'll have to warm it up to try to slice it. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is cook it, cool it a little, slice it up, put it in vacuum seal bags, and at that point you can put it in the freezer or you can just put it in the refrigerator, because the bags have a good vacuum on them. You don't lose anything. In my opinion, I would say try and some of the juices, from the brisket, so that when they put it into like a foil pan or something like that, they can put those juices in with that brisket, and when they go to reheat that entire brisket, they can keep and have juices as well. Now, lastly, if you are vacuum sealing things, if they have a sous vide, I would suggest you just leave everything in the bag and they warm it up via sous vide at 145 degrees for like 2, maybe 3 hours, and it'll come out of that package and you'll be good to go. Thanks, I appreciate that. Victor says he's going to check back in about a half an hour to feed us. Asante says 2 questions. Oh, all right, Asante. So I know this is your first live stream. I know we've been answering your questions during or on the in some of my videos. But here's the thing: on the live stream, I try to talk about the topic at hand. I try more often than not. I've been like this, but I try to. So open-ended questions or just anything randomness, I try to save those for the second hour. And man, I'm seeing the pixelation here. I'm so sorry. So he says 2 questions. First, do you use a binder on your brisket? And 2, ever use mayo as a binder? No. So, I don't. Never. I don't use a binder. The only binder I say I do actually use is water. And water. All right. I will, on a brisket, I will make sure that some people pat their briskets dry. I think themselves a disservice. There's nothing that's going to stick to anything that's dry. So if you dry off the brisket and then introduce a binder to it, why not just leave it moist? So I rinse my briskets, make sure they're still wet, and then I apply my seasonings. My seasonings stick to my briskets because there is moisture to help the seasonings adhere to the brisket, right? Does that make sense? So, and then if you are drying your brisket off and then adding a binder, to me you're just doing double work. But that's just me. And using mayo, I'm sorry, I just dog. Just because you have something doesn't mean you should use it. I saw someone do that in a video. I read the title. Kurt flows after a few years working for a catering company. I enjoy the experience working on my own business. I'm a full-time cook. Just need to get started. Exactly. I agree. But you know what? It's hard. It's hard to tell someone, yo, you just gotta start. Because more often than not, you don't know how to start. You don't know where to start. You don't know when to start. You don't know. You name the prefix, and then the end of it, and it will apply. Like, seriously. Quentin says, anyone else having the feed breakup? It's not just you, Quentin. Looks like Victor. Also, that shit video's pretty bad. Well, thanks, man. You know, I mean, sorry. It seems like it's just it might be a network thing tonight. Yeah. Jordan says, appreciate you. No worries. How do you know when you're ready to try catering? When someone offers to pay you to cook for them, that's when you know. Neil, that is when you know. Roland, I was messing with you. Roland said, add W sauce to everything, but just like pepper. Alright. Worcestershire. Why do people have a problem saying Worcestershire? I don't know. So after going to Worcester, Maine, or excuse me, Worcester, Massachusetts, and you have to say it like that, Worcester, okay? After going to Worcester, saying Worcestershire, there's no problem. I've learned something new every catering event. That is the crux of it. Like, every time you think you're like, I have this done and this done and this done and this done, you're like, damn it, this thing happens. Damn it, that thing happens. And you're like, I don't care. I won't say I don't care how many of these you do, but there is going to be something that goes wrong every single time. There's going to be something that tries your patience every single time. And you know, I went to a wedding, and you know, every single wedding, you talk to anyone, ask 100 people, and you say to them, what went wrong on your wedding day? And they all have anecdotal stories. They all have something that went wrong. Same thing. What went wrong on your catering event? And I'm sure you could have somebody can tell you a story about something that went wrong. What went wrong when you were cooking for 100 people? All right. The problem, Neil says, the problem about starting your own catering business is there's so much red tape. Agreed. And the thing about it, Neil, is if you, in my opinion, right, and this is just me, if you start by doing it for friends, doing it for family, and dancing in that gray area, beginning, I'm not saying that you stay in that gray area, but at the beginning, it'll answer some of the questions you have. It'll help soften the blow if you make a mistake and mess up. It's one of those things, you know, you don't know what you don't know until you need to know it, right? Mr. Jackson said, I was outside cooking for my last event, and my neighbor across asked if I could cook her in early August. So that's exactly it, man. I'm telling you, every single time I do an event, I try to get the next event. Almost every single time I do an event, be it an on-site event or a small catering event, I try to get the next event. I can do a host a small, get together at someone's house, and I'll make sure I leave cards, or I'll make sure I leave a refrigerator magnet, or I'll make sure that I leave stickers. There's something that I leave to try to make sure that I get that next event. If someone has something at that event and they're so compelled, they're like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this next, I gotta have this. I mean, so the event that I'm doing on Friday, the is for it's not a mechanic shop, but it's a diesel repair shop, right? They are the ones who fixed Vanna when I got the air conditioning pick. Basically, when I spent $5,000 to get Vanna fixed, these guys who did work. And the service writer, the guy who was my service writer, he came into the range, right? And he's in the range, and he's like, "Hey man, don't." Yeah, we talked, and a few months later, he's like, "Hey, somebody's retiring. We want to cater the event." I'm like, "Bet, thank you, appreciate you." So not always is it an event. Sometimes it's just like, my wife calls this my uniform. I'm always wearing a shirt that says Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue. And it is the conversation starter of all conversation starters. What? Where's that place? Oh, hold on. And I'm digging in my pocket. I'm always giving out business cards. 3 business cards at a minimum out to someone. Steven, he says, "Hey, yo, Ash and Peeps, good evening." Rowan says last event was supposed to have 3 chefs. Cooks, 2 drop out. 1 guy 45 minutes before start time. It was a fancy wine event. I had to just push forward and adapt. Yes, man, embrace the suck. Bumpy says, "Hey, yo, I did the biggest event weekend I had this past week. 3 events. One of which was 225 people. I feel like I turned the corner on being comfortable." He says, "Hey, everyone." Dude, I mean, Bumpy, you know what? So here's the thing, right? How do you get comfortable catering for people? Just figure it out. Yes, you can get it done. Does that resonate with anybody? Just can we put me, get it done, figure it out? Because I can tell you how I cook for 500 people, or I could, show you. Sometimes you have to just figure it out. Todd Placer says, "Hello all, how are you doing?" Todd, we are chilling, man. Hope all is well with you. Listen, if you have not already put that thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. So how did you, or how are you getting comfortable with cooking? That's like, cooking, catering all together. Alright? So Bumpy says, "Get it done and trust your skill set." Yes, man, I'm telling you, there are going to be things that are going to pop up, and you're going to be like, how in the world? And there are other things that pop up, and you're like, hold my beer. Alright? Steven says, "Smash the thumbs up, y'all." Yes. So how do you get comfortable? How did you get comfortable cooking for other people? Jimmy, how did you get comfortable? I know, Steven, you're not necessarily cooking for other people. You're just cooking for your family, Jacqueline and the Miss. Actually, Steven, you know what? I have a question for you. How did you get more comfortable doing videos on YouTube? Okay? Because I'm telling you, it's similar. Because you have to get over that hump. You have to put yourself out there. Todd says, "Has anyone ever went to a place of business to try and sell their barbecue? Then I'm looking into going to microbrewery and see about adding my barbecue to the menu." So Todd, something like that. Just take some samples with you, man. Just be like, "Hey, do you guys have food here?" I mean, just ask them some basic questions. I mean, if I were trying to sell food at an establishment that does like not that does, but at a microbrewery, it's pretty simple. "Hey, do you have any food vendors here? If you don't, can I be that food vendor?" here's something. Here's a little sample of what I will be selling, and kind of sell from there. If the food will sell itself, in my opinion. If the food's good, if what you're doing is right, it'll sell itself. Excuse me. Neil said, "Here's a good drink: 2 fingers, vodka, ice, lemon juice. Just tastes good. 2 fingers vodka, ice, lemon juice. All right, Kent. Thank you, sir. Kent, man. Look, I know you're. If you're not still, you're up in Pennsylvania. I wish I could have been able to get in touch with you, to hit you up this week, but I don't know if I can swing it up to you. So I can't figure out how I can make it make sense. I have to actually go and purchase food for Cook on Friday that I need to technically start doing on Thursday night and Friday morning. Because the event is Friday afternoon. Canvas is just getting more familiar with my new smoker trailer with constant practice. All right, the family enjoys the fruits of my barbecue labor. That's right now. Let me just tell you that after a while, they will get sick of it. And I'm not, not they will get sick of it, and then you will want to experiment on other people. Wow, Bill, what's going on, Bill? Yeah, what's good, Ash? Man, I'm chilling. How you doing this evening? All is well. All is well. Bill says, hey everyone, Todd, no problem. Yo, I started watching this challenge today, and unfortunately, I ended up having to get out of the car. Like, I only watched a few moments of it, but you and your son were hilarious. Like, yeah, I think that was your son. Pretty sure it was your son. I'm just making an assumption it was your son. I didn't stick around for the introductions or whatever. But I saw y'all drinking soda. There's one I asked for the end. He didn't look too enthused about whatever soda y'all had. Jimmy says I'm doing an event this next week for about 200. My barbecue and fine wine in the same room. What? What? That's a sentence I'd have never thought I'd have heard. Barbecue and fine wine. What? That just doesn't go together, does it? That's it. Chuck said that's drinking on my Jordan. So I told you I got a guy, and my guy hooked me up with a jar, and he knows I'm I won't say a connoisseur, but he knows I have fine taste. So he told me that he was messing around and made a vodka-like substance. And I said, all right, well, he gave me a couple jars of it. Or I got a couple jars of it. I got a couple jars of it. And so I added some Jolly Ranchers to it just to, make it do a little something different. And this one is peach and orange. I am thoroughly enjoying it. And then I mixed it with a little Mountain Dew Bob Bless energy drink. Tell me nothing. I'm having a good time. Kent says he's still here. Oh, I know. What? Kent, that's all part of the problem because I have to buy the food and start cooking tomorrow on Thursday. And then I have to deliver the food on Friday. Like, still deliver the food on Friday. And then Saturday, turn around Friday and Saturday, I got another review. I got to deliver food for Saturday afternoon. So, I don't know. I'm sure, I'm down to Baltimore and for a little bit. I mean, Kurt said one restaurant I had a grill where you could see everything. I did. I would just zone out and work hard. Yeah, indeed. You know what, Kurt? I'm telling you, man. Sometimes it's something about just like putting your head down and getting work done. I feel like definitely, I feel that like when I'm doing chicken wings are the bane of my existence, man. The way I do my chicken wings, like I line them all up. Some of you guys, see me do chicken wings. I line them all up, make sure they're in a range, nice and neat. And then, I let them smoke for however long. And then I, put sauce on the underside, flip them over, put sauce on the top side. And then I, let them smoke off until they're done. And it's tedious, especially when I'm doing, like this past weekend, I did 60 wings. So what I ended up doing was, my plan, or at least my thought process was, I was going to cook. And Bumpy can attest to this, because Bumpy hit me up in the middle of the night. Well, he hit me up late on Friday night, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go to sleep. And he's texting me like, bro, what's going on? And I just started X, Y, Z for my cook. So he's like, which cook are you cooking on? And I'm like, I'm going to cook on Bernadette so I can get it all done in one shot. And I'm like, I don't feel like bringing out Bernadette, so I ended up using Vicky, and I cooked on Vicky in 2 different cycles. I cooked the brisket and the ribs in one cycle, and I took everything off and put it aside, and did what I needed to do. I put things out there, and I got it done. So the wings are tedious to me. Jamie says I beat him in. She says, "Hey yo, what's up from my spot, yo, Jamie?" Well, actually, so I am. If I'm at Marcus and Jamie's house, I'm on the big screen and I'm on point. Jamie's over there right now. She's over there in the corner. She's probably got a blanket on, her sweats, and she's like chilling. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. Kent says reception in the mountain sucks. Well, it's not just it's not just the mountain. It is apparently on my end too. He says I will be working till 3:30 a.m. tonight, so I will be listening live. Sometimes you just gotta bite off just a little more than you can chew. Push it in order to find your limit. Yes, indeed. Push it to the limit. All right, yo, I can't tell you how many folks. I won't say back in the day, but when Rick Ross was like hot, how many people like you look like Rick Ross? No, I don't. Like, I don't look anything like Ross. I have a big. Ooh, there stops the similarity. You're a little choppy tonight, bro. I'm telling you, it is the internet connection. It's I don't know what it is. Like, I won't say I don't know what it is, but I know what it is. It's bad reception, and maybe there's some rain or something in the area that's causing it. Roman said my last event was a wine event. I did smoked lemon garlic truffle wings. What? They went crazy over it. Man, garlic truffle anything. Shoot. You put garlic truffle on ice and they gonna go crazy. Like, shoot. Neil says, have a good night, my friends. Neil, you also have a great night. Look, Steven says, Dash, I just usually know whatever we're going to eat. Only difference is the prepping and being organized. But dang it, I eat a lot of cold food after I try to get the right for the thumbnail. I completely understand, Steven. I'm telling you, man, my wife, my kids, when I am filming, and I'm like, yo, I'm filming, I got to get this right, I got to get that right, I got to do this, I got to do that. Can we eat yet? Can we talk yet? Can we just like dive in? Can we dig in? And so I completely understand. Completely. Shadi says, LOL, that's weird because my wife has the same name as you pointed right at. Oh, and you pointed right at her. Well, Jaime's Jamie and Marcus is Jamie. Y'all have a good evening. Jamie's, you have a great night. All right. Thank you, Jamie. You, Jamie, and you. Oh, wait. Let me point at both of them. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Jamie. All right. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Jimmy says I'm going to put a large cooler under the table at the event. No beer for $4 a can. Better come out ahead. Hey, you selling for $5 a can. I bet they still sell. Hey, pretty lady. Mrs. Dash is still up, and it is like, oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. She's up way past. Up and working. Oh, look, she's not just up, as she corrected me. She's up and working. She is up way past, up and working way past her bedtime. In chat, what's up? Edgar. It says, thanks for all the tips. I'm finally going to pick up my bill scale in a few months. Nice. Guys Construction says, hey, y'all. Hey, peace, love, and light bulbs. Peace, love, and ideas. Peace, love, and Edison? I don't know. Explain that light bulb to me, please. FCB says, hey there, Cooking with Steven. How's it going down on the island? Doing pretty good here. Yes, Taylor. Hold up. Can we stop and congratulate Taylor? He and his wife had their first child, and I'm sure Taylor is too busy changing diapers, probably hasn't cooked anything. Excuse me, in a while. So, can we congratulate Taylor and his wife on the birth of their son? So, yes. Hope I'm well, and I hope you're well. Shoot, sleep proud. FCB says peace, love, and hot sauce. All right, I'm with that. Bernie, how you doing? Bernie from Blue Line BBQ says, hey yo, I'm in upstate New York and have a few events in Western Massachusetts coming up. They require ServSafe certification, so I have a few weeks to get that done. The ServSafe certification is not very difficult. Actually, golly, I think mine might have expired. I gotta look into it, because I gotta look into that. But you do the Safe Serve certification, and so do the ServSafe Manager certification. God's Construction says, peace, love, and light. You've been saying ideas since we started watching you. I'm sorry, just the light bulb. It's like I have an idea. Well, peace, love, and light. I appreciate that. Eric from Big East Smokehouse. He said, what up, Dash? Chilling. Taylor says, little man is doing great. I'm learning to appreciate sleep more. He's happy and healthy. Thanks for the kind words, man. Shoot. You ain't saying nothing yet, dog. Wait till you get 3 of the things. Then you can talk. You can say, come on, you gotta catch up, Taylor. Catch up. You got 1, dog. That ain't nothing. You need 3 taste testers. Yeah. Steven said, brother Jimmy, I join you with a lemonade stand. Wonder what the price of a glass of lemonade. Wonder what is the price of lemonade these days. No, Jimmy said, Steven, if you wait till later tonight, you can set your own price. That's for damn sure. Because folks gonna be thirsty, and they're gonna look after drinking the wine. They're gonna say, "Oh, I need something else, not alcoholic to sober me." And they're gonna say, "Oh, I have water lemonade. I need some flavor. The lemonade is $10 a glass." Okay, they ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna care. FCB said 2 kids is his own challenge. 2, again, catch up. F3. I'm trying to think. There was a friend of mine, somebody I was talking to recently, and they were talking about how they have 4 kids, and I was like, dang, usually I got the big joker talking about how I have 3 kids, and they were like, nah, I got 4 kids. I'm like, 4 kids in 2022? Like, what were you thinking? I just got that side-eye look. Steven says, Jimmy, that sounds good to me. Man. Hey, Steven, you better not tell Laura I was yawning either. Don't tell Laura I was yawning. Since she can't be here, she is not officially, like, she doesn't know that I was yawning. So you can't even talk to her and tell her I was yawning. So, yeah. Alright, so what else do you guys, I know the whole point of, I'm going to say point of this, but we talked about how to get comfortable cooking for other people. Or catering, basically. How did you get comfortable catering for other people? TV says, oh man, I'm right around the corner per Google Maps. He said I'm only an hour and 10 minutes away. Up near Lake George. It's an hour and 10 minutes between friends. This good stuff right, buddy, man. I was thinking about once I finish the live stream, driving to go and drive my car tonight. I don't think that's happening. Not gonna be able to do it. FCB says it's only money. Shoot. Some of us are driving for free. Free 99. Alright, come on guys. Who else has a I won't say a methodology, but who else has gotten comfortable catering? And how did you do it? Jimmy, how did you get comfortable catering? Chachi. The chicken? You guys that need emojis, man. Y'all got me coming up. Construction, she said peace, love, and ideas. Or peace, love, and light. And I always say ideas. I'm sorry. I was catching up to me. She says, I love catering now. Dude, I'm telling you, I used to sell food out of the trunk of the car, and I'm like, that I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I got tired of dealing with people. I'm like, what? People hit me up, and they're like, hey, are you available to do X, Y, and Z? And most of the time, the answer is yes. Jeez. Ready for bed. This is in the night clothes. Bumpy says, the moment you realize you can't please everyone, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I talked about earlier. Dude. It was 3 things I said. The fan, is it raining? The black fan? Alright guys, hold on 1 second. save a fan off the back deck. All right, sorry about that. Bumpy says, you know, the movie Turner is basically you realize you can't please everyone. I've been catering for years now. I'm always a little nervous, but that's because I care so much. Biggest advice to keep things consistent, make the overall process from start to finish great, or makes the process great. Jimmy said, my nephew Dash taught me to do what works and stick with it. Just cook more. That's it. Yeah, buddy. Stale vanilla wafers. Yeah. Chachi says, Dash, can I send you barbecue pictures to your email? Hey, man, go ahead. Have at it. Apex Custom Smokers says, good evening, Dash, everyone. Good evening to you, too. God's Construction says, Dash, the man on them grills. I don't know about that. Hey, what are you doing? Taste test number 3. Over there making noise. Big Tower 2003 said, did I miss it? Did you miss what? The live stream? No, you didn't miss it. Pastor, come back. Thanks. My wife, like I said, she left a fan out on the back deck and it could possibly rain tonight. She was like, can you save the fan? Mimi. She says, hey, Dash, hey, everybody. What's going on? Been a while. OGs hanging out. Just no loiters, alright? No loiters. Everybody who knows what that means, just type in Lloyds are gonna Lloyd. Bernie says being successful isn't when you make the first sale. It's truly a success when they come back again over a former friend. That's when they're hooked. That's when you've hooked them. Hell yeah. Lloyd, Bernie, I completely agree. That first sale is not the important. It's the next sale and the next sale and the next sale. Like I said, man, when the food sells itself, that's when it is what it is. Cause so this past, out of the 4 events that I've had, the last 4 events that I've done, 3 have been that speaks volumes of what I am doing. But I've got to the point where I don't advertise. Word of mouth. Hey, we'll do this thing this particular weekend. Hey, I have any one. Let me see. You're in luck. This happened. And that ends up happening. So the event that I had for Friday, I booked last Thursday. The event I had for Saturday, I booked. It was Wednesday. We booked it on Monday. JBS Smoke Meat says, what's up? Chilling, man. How you doing this evening? Roland said I've been cooking for lots of people since I was a teenager. This to catering wasn't. I don't have a full-time job. I agree and completely understand, Roland. I do the same. But the good thing is two, I've worked with my manager for 15 years, almost. And he knows I'm doing the barbecue because when I got laid off and barbecue full time, he's like, all right, cool. And then when he brought me back to work, I'm like, I'm still on barbecue, right? He's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. Just bring something to eat every now and again. Say less, man. So when I have different catering events or I have other things going on, I just let him know, like, hey, man, I got to take a half a day here. Or, hey, man, I got something going on. Hey, I might be unavailable for an hour or so. He's like, all right, what you got to do? So he understanding of the fact that I'm doing my barbecue business. But as long as one doesn't affect the other, and not very much, like I said, he's cool with it. Me, Bernie's so true, Bernie. Yep. So again, Bernie said, being successful isn't when you make the first sale. It's truly a success when they come again or refer a friend. That's when you have them hooked. True story. True story. Chachi says, Teal Dash taught me to get my name out there and believe in your food. That's what's up, man. Gracias. Gracias. Oh, man. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy, man. That I'm telling you. Look, if I could do it, you could do it. That's how I feel. I'm like, yo, I am not the brightest bulb in the box. Instruction that I did there. But you know what? Sometimes you just kind of put yourself over. That's how I do with these videos. Like, that's how I do with my channel, man. I'm like, oh, somebody is going to appreciate it. Not everybody is. Just same way I tell you that, just like Bumpy said, as soon as you understand that not everything you do is for everybody, that's the same way I feel about YouTube. Speaking of which, Bumpy, hell, dog. When last time you put out a video? Yeah. For real. When's the last time you put out a video, Bumpy? I know I'm gonna be linking up with Bumpy not this weekend, but next weekend. Bumpy put me down. He put me on. I'm gonna be cooking for his alma mater, or some folks from his alma mater, and yeah. Bernie says, stay humble, stay true to yourself. Barbecue has a million sauces, rubs, processes. Perfect yours and believe in it, and you'll see it and appreciate it. Wow, I would feel like screenshot that and frame it, because it's so true. Like, what I do is unique to me, and what I do, the process I do is unique to me. And it's funny, I was talking to someone today, and they were like, you know what? What's crazy about what you do, you're all about efficiency. And my whole thing is, I'm not charging the most amount of money. I'm not making the most amount of money. But I make the most of what I get because I try to be as efficient as possible. I try to not waste any energy. I try not to do things twice. Do I do things twice? Yeah, every now and again. Do I waste energy? Yeah, every now and again. But that's not my intention. I try to be as efficient as possible. I can see inefficiencies in things that I do, and or in other people or in the things that other people do, and I'm like, man, you gotta change this up. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. God's Construction said, "What's the menu? What's the menu for when?" First Loves is Yo Dash. What's up? What's up? Not for nothing, dude. I'm telling you, we agree on some of those that you be talking about. Do. I seem to have caught I won't say a few, but a replay of the other thing, and we on the same page for the most part. I mean, Bernie says barbecue truths. Yep. Yo, Bernie says I'm the same way. I always say no wasted emotions. Man, listen, Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, let me tell you, I am so excited. I'm going to be driving down to Florida next week, and I am going to make a special stop in Florence, South Carolina, just at that Buc-ee's in order to stop and buy one. I gotta buy some Uncle Steve shake just off the shelf because I feel like I need to have that experience of buying Uncle Steve shake off the shelf. Even though I got the connection, number box right over my shoulder or right behind my phone here. But man, excuse me, I am excited about it. The next catering job. So let me look at this. Look at it because I need to remind myself exactly what it is I am going to be cooking. Yeah. So now it's gonna be. All right. It's 15 pounds of pulled pork, 15 pounds of chicken, 15 pounds of brisket, a full pan of green beans, a full pan of baked beans, a full pan of coleslaw, a full pan of potato salad, 2 barbecue sauces. People, Sweet Baby Ray's. A lot of folks like Sweet Baby Ray's, so I give them like a twin pack of Sweet Baby Ray's, and I charge them for it. I charge them for going to get it. So, the Sweet Baby Ray's, excuse me, Sweet Baby Ray's, and delivery and setup. So, 15 pounds of pork, 15 pounds of chicken, 15 pounds of brisket, green beans, baked beans, coleslaw, potato salad. Boom, 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 boom. And delivery setup. So, and of course, I need everything involved with that: pans, warmers, all of those accoutrements. What we getting out the freezer tonight, Chachi? I'm not getting anything out the freezer because Victor says I'm back. Howdy, cup and stuff, Steven. Yes. Steve said off the shelf is overrated. I'll duly noted, Uncle Steve. You know what? Maybe I'll just go and take a picture of it, a picture with it. How about that? I actually took a picture. I'm gonna post it to Instagram tomorrow. I had some brisket. I talked about it earlier. I made some brisket for my family and some sweet potatoes. And I used the dessert shake on my sweet potatoes. Man, some butter and that dessert shake on a sweet potato. My goodness. There's no need to add the cinnamon and the sugar separately. Uncle Steve dessert shake on a sweet potato. My goodness. Victor says I see the connection is still bad. Roland said I need some Uncle Steve shake. I keep hearing great things about it. Listen, you don't need it. You gotta have it. Forget need, not want. It's a must-have. Just go out to Uncle Steve Shake, UncleSteve'sShake.com. Order something. I highly recommend the thick meat and the gator shake and the dessert shake. All right, just the sweet and spicier, the hot and spicier. Oh, excuse me, the spicier. I'm sorry. South Texas red. The competition cow power, the competition pork, the competition bird, and just I'm telling you now, just order them all. Just take my word for it. Order them all. Just tell them Dad sent you. And like seriously, Roland, you will not be disappointed. KB says, "Oh me, OMG, Buc-ee's. Wish we had one in Cali." Yeah, you do. instructions said that's gonna be some good eating. Sure enough, that's for lunch. What day is this trip? Jimmy. Ooh, yeah, Jimmy. I will be stopping in Florence on next Wednesday and probably next Thursday. But Jimmy, because I have to make about a 15 to 20 minute stop in Florence. FCB said very excited to try out all five. All five, man. Uncle Steve's got plenty more than 5 shakes. Chachi says, it's still on smokers the promo code at Uncle Steve Shake. No, you just tell him Dash sent me. And Uncle Steve has been known to say, hey, here's this, or hey, try that. And you will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, I talk about Uncle Steve's shakes for a reason. Like, seriously. It's good shit. There she is. No, not cookies. Yeah, they are cookies. I don't say they're not cookies, but and they're even staler because I left them sent out. So I had Nilla wafers here. I don't know what wrong luck we had, but our box of Nilla wafers was stale. And I mean, they're Nilla wafers. They're not as good as they should be.
Not worth the calories. Get something yummy.
They are fitting the bill for me. Yeah, there you go, Uncle Steve. There you go. He says that just mentioned that in the order notes. I don't do discount, but I'll throw in something extra. And throwing something extra, Uncle Steve does. I'm telling you, stop what you're doing. Turn to just write down UncleSteveShake.com. Don't leave it. Go out to Uncle Steve's website and place an order right now. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Whew. You know what? Because I cannot drink any more liquor. We got the Baja Blast energy drink going on right now. Am I going to sleep tonight? Probably not. Am I going to talk to y'all? Definitely. Yes. Missed them with the banana pudding. Oh, what? Yo. So that's the whole reason why we had the Nilla wafers, because we made some banana pudding. Yeah. You know what's crazy though? I'm trying to think. No. So number 2 said he wanted to make the banana, but you can't just leave the banana pudding to just anyone. So luckily for the folks that came to the fish fry, it is not just you, Mimi. For whatever reason tonight, YouTube is cutting up. But Chester number 2 said he wanted to make the banana pudding, but you can't just leave the banana pudding to just anybody. So my wife made the banana pudding. Between her and I, we make banana pudding. Like, whole foot in the banana pudding, and it was delicious. And some Nilla wafers left over. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, maybe it's on YouTube tonight. You go, Chachi. He said, no, only one person in my family is allowed to make banana pudding. In my family, two of us, my wife or myself. Chachi says only one person is allowed to make brownies.
Three says she doesn't think you can make banana pudding. So I guess you gotta prove her wrong. I thought you gotta prove her wrong.
Taste number 3 says she doesn't think I can make banana pudding. Did you tell her about my banana pudding prowess?
I said you might have made it once. That's awesome.
Really? Oh, you're just gonna downplay it, huh? Okay. Alright.
I think,
You know what's so funny? I saw a Facebook memory of that smoked macaroni and cheese that I made years ago. That I won the contest at work with. I know you weren't a fan, but it popped up in my, memories or whatever that is on Facebook.
Don't change the subject. There has been a challenge given. Is the challenge accepted? Yeah, and
I have to make it at least 5 times. Ain't no way.
See if you can make it one time. There you go. See?
I'm gonna show y'all how to make banana pudding. Because they obviously don't think I can make banana pudding.
It's not they.
That one,
She's only
taste
been
testing
around
number
for
3.
10 years.
She has only been around for 10 years. Oh no. It says, never have I heard anyone take ownership of banana pudding. Curious how much vodka do you use? Unfortunately, no vodka in the banana pudding. If it was a rum cake, look, my wife and I both said it at the same time. If it was a rum cake, that one, no one can touch me on a rum cake. Yes. So my wife reminded me, I ruined someone's sobriety with a rum cake. He was like, I haven't had a drink in X number of years. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, you could. Yeah. KB started actually signed up for YouTube Premium today and sent me all of their bandwidth over to me tonight. Yeah. It's alright, I understand, KB. I don't blame you. I have been a YouTube Premium subscriber, member, whatever, for years. I said, as a YouTuber, it only makes sense. I can't believe my daughter threw me out like that. Threw me out there. You can't make banana pudding? Oh, really? That was for you. And I'm looking at the video feed and sorry. I swear it's not me. It's not on the low side. It's on YouTube's end. Alright, well, I will definitely... I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to make a video of me making banana pudding. Because, there's right way wrong. I'm going to do it. I need to get some bananas. When am I going to make this banana pudding? I don't know. It might be a while. But I have to prove to my daughter that I can make banana pudding. So speaking of specialties and like that, what are your specialties? What is the thing that you are known for making? If there's a cookout or a cookout, what are the What are they like? Nah, I ain't smoking it, dog. Trust me, I know better. My wife is the one that will like when I smoked macaroni and cheese a few times, and she's like, I'm not eating it because it's not baked macaroni and cheese. Like she is a macaroni and cheese aficionado. If it ain't baked macaroni and cheese, she ain't eating it. Uh, Bro just got some Uncle Steve shake. Yeah, well, you just ordered them. Next week you can talk about how you just got them. And I thought Uncle Steve shakes. He's got some stuff in them. Try to dash go trying to smoke. Nope, nope, nope. Jimmy says, well, Katie, at least we now know what the problem is. All your fault. All your fault. Damn it, Katie. Sign up for YouTube Premium. Screw up Dash's stream. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thanks. Anyway, I am destroying the last in my cup, at least, of these stale vanilla wafers. Yeah, Jimmy. He said taste tester number 3 knows how to get the banana pudding. I can't even be mad. I'm not gonna lie. Victor says I gotta go. I have to get up before lunch tomorrow because of the heat. My specialty is smoked turkey and smoked salmon. He says good night all. Thanks, Victor, for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you. Lou Calamares. He says, hey, yo. Bun says, bro, it's hard taking pictures of my food and posting. I do need to do videos or something. Yeah. Lou says, I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, you better be sorry, Lou. If it happen again, I'm going to block you. Not really. Not at all, actually. I know how it goes. What's going on tonight, my friend? Chilling, man. Chilling. Is taste tester number pancake? No. Taste tester number 1 is good for making popcorn. Taste tester number 2 is the pancake professional. Okay, I had to do some alliteration. Taste tester number 3, what can she do really well? She is starting to come into her own as far as baking. Like, she's learning how to bake right now. She has high baking ambition, but she's still not there yet. Excuse me, but it's okay. Excuse me, it is okay. We're just gonna foster that. I just pickled some onions. Nice. That's what's up. Lou, pickled some onions out. I pickled some onions not too long ago, and it was long ago actually. But the missus just actually poured out the pickles today. Okay, hey guys, how's it going? Chachi says my specialty is smoked pork spare ribs. Alright. I don't think you really need to specify pork spare ribs. I mean, there's no such thing as a beef spare rib. So you say, I know what you're talking about. We know what you're talking about. So, okay, well, okay, all you Uncle Steve fans. What would be the perfect combination of shake for a boneless leg of lamb. Ooh. Mm. Hmm. Oh man. So Jimmy, I might mess you up here, but I'm gonna tell you that. Oh, hmm. Jimmy says, so I'm gonna read it again. He says, "Okay, all you Uncle Steve's fans, what would be the perfect combination of shape for a lamb?" Hmm. I'm gonna go into the cupboard, the cabinet, and I'm gonna dig out all the Uncle Steve's I have, and I'm gonna take a good look. And now you have to do a little bit of testing. Testing. Alright, so Jimmy, hear me out. Hear me out, Jimmy. What do you say? You say, Jimmy. Alright, you're gonna have to do some adding though. South Texas bread, smoked rum, thick wheat, South Texas bread, sugar shake, competition pink powder, the lucky shake. Lucky shake. Alright, Jimmy. I'm telling you. Jimmy, you with me? Maybe some salt. And there might be no, get it lemon on lamb. Like citrus on lime. No, on lamb. Excuse me, on lamb. Mm-mm. To me, that's not where it's at. Oh, excuse me. Apex Homer said good night, everyone. 5 a.m. comes quick. I'm telling you, this Lucky Shake seems well balanced. I think that might be where I would go. Like if I had to only use Uncle Steve Shake, that might be where I would go. Let's see. So here we go. Pepper, salt, garlic. There you go. Raw sugar, paprika, acid, cornstarch, MSG, calcium. I'm telling you, this rosemary, Jimmy. A little salt, rosemary, SPG, and if you put enough SPG, yeah. Kimberly and Dash invite us over for dinner. Man, I don't even like inviting my family over for dinner. Reason being, I gotta clean up and put stuff away. I hate having to clean up and make everything like I don't actually live in my house. That's the problem with having folks over. You know, I live in my house, so I won't say I have stuff everywhere, but my things out of mind. Like, I have to see things in order to remember to do things, or to remember what I'm doing, or what I have going on. So not put stuff in drawers or put stuff away. I'm like, where is that thing, or where's this thing? Woman says mac and cheese has been very popular for a decade. Man, to the curve, dog. Like I said, that event, that thing that I did at work, it was 5 years ago, and that was the first time I personally made macaroni and cheese. I have never made macaroni and cheese before. Easy, because I knew that macaroni and cheese was not something that I was particularly passionate about making. I'm like, I don't want to make macaroni and cheese. I make the meats. So what else? What is your specialty? What is the thing if you go into the cookout or if you go into a family event that they're like, you better be bringing insert X thing. Hey, if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Bumpy, you still here? What you bringing? Bumpy gonna be like, I'm bringing wings. Wings. I'm bringing wings. Bumpy's proud of his wings. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Quentin, you still here? So you might appreciate this, but I had 2,500 miles on the ID4 this morning. Chachi says his family is just always asking for money. That's why I don't go. William Johnson said fried pork ribs. Alright. So, fun story, but I fried some ribs and my wife was like, oh hell no. Son, he was like, man, I with this, like this is so good. I was like, this is not how ribs. She was like, this is sacrilege. So, frying ribs is not for everybody. Bring the Smoke said he's gonna have to bring some pork butt or macaroni and cheese. You know, pork shoulder, pulled pork is one of those things where I won't say anybody can do it because, man, I don't know how, but people mess up pork shoulder. Chachi said 20 likes, that's all we can do. Lou said his is brisket. His specialty is brisket. What about vegetarian, man? I know you got a vegetarian in your household. What's the vegetarian option, Lou? Who says she loves my tuna? Alright, so she's pescatarian. Because, man, I smoke a hell of a good salmon. And I will, as long as it's not Pacific salmon, it's Atlantic salmon. Alright, Lucy makes tuna pretty good. Like, you take tuna from a can and, like, make a tuna loaf or something, you actually get, like, tuna and actually smoke that. My family always begs me to do burnt ends. I use that most of the best part of the brisket doing the dead man shit. That's why I'm like, nope, 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 nope. E-holes is sorry. I'm late. Nah, man, don't apologize. Can't be just vegetarians in my party go hungry. Look, listen. I always make sure that the vegetarians have at least one, maybe two options. Same thing for vegans. Usually one, maybe two options. But like when I make my green beans, I try not to, and I don't actually put anything in them that would make them not vegetarian. So I don't put like turkey necks or anything in the green beans. Steven said 38 thumbs up. Hey, wait a minute. Lou says she that she could never. Yeah. She sounds sophisticated. Not just a vegetarian option. There's no option. This is Texas meat only. Man, I'm telling you. Catch more flies with honey. Sometimes you have to cater to those who are not necessarily eating your food because they might be paying for the person who is or wants to eat your food. So you have to cater to the people who are not eating your food necessarily. Lou said tuna from the can. LOL, I had a lot of stuff. Nailed it. Nailed it. E-Ho says, thanks, man. I just used to apologize in the military. Nah, man. No worries. Yes. I don't care what time you show up. It's just that you show up, all right? Did you say, sir, yes, sir? If you didn't, you better say, sir, yes, sir. How about you drop down and give me 20, then say, sir, yes, sir? All right, how about that? It's more of a tuna salad. All right. Look. No worries, man. No worries. Look, like I said, as long as you give it thumbs up, boom, say less. Salad, LOL, JK. I like cooking smoked salmon. Yeah, buddy. Lou says, all right, that's good chat with your friend. Always a pleasure. Yo, Lou was like, yo, hey, I'm gonna say like 15 words and be out. All right, Lou, be easy, man. I do not cater desserts at the moment. I'm trying to think, have I done a dessert for a catered event yet? No. But I wouldn't, I think eventually maybe I might start offering some sort of like grilled pineapple and something I could easily repeat. So if I were able to get like pineapple rings or something like that, grill some pineapple rings. I'm about to say something and I'm like a grilled watermelon. I know I've talked to you guys about how I grilled or smoked watermelon and it was just weird. Excuse me, weird. You gotta sleep when the kiddies do, my friend. Yeah, I understand. My son already sleeps roughly 3 hours and then wakes up. This is not fun. I already know, man. I've been there. This husband number one did not sleep through the night until he was like 2 years old, if not longer or older. Chachi, because it's throwing up barf emoji. I'm telling you, smoked watermelon. Nope. Did it? And it was different. It was different. Oof. Anyone else try smoked watermelon? You too, sir. You definitely be easy, man. He says smoked watermelon. No. Please, no. I'm telling you, man. I watched a video on it probably 3 years ago. And I said, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. It was so weird. And it's like, it's warm watermelon. That just goes against everything that's holy. Warm watermelon. I'm gonna just say that again and let that sink in. Warm watermelon. Thank you. And for those of you who've never had it before, just use me as an experience and just say, you know, everything ain't for everybody. No. God. Ho says warm watermelon should be against the Geneva Convention, in my humble opinion. Well, in my opinion, I agree, and that's the thing. You know, watermelon, it should be should be served at one temperature, cold, like cold. Warm watermelon, just like E. said, it should be against the Geneva Convention. So prime to warm up watermelon. E-Hole says frozen is optimal. Yeah. So the problem though is when you freeze watermelon, you have to like put it on like a baked sheet and then like parchment paper in between another baked sheet. I don't have enough room in my freezer in the house, and nor my freezer is in the kitchen to put on a whole pan of watermelon to try and freeze it. So it's easier to blend and make a smoothie. KB said I tried it, not a fan. I guess he's talking about grilled watermelon or smoked watermelon. Now rotisserie pineapple is pretty good. That's something interesting, and there's already a hole in it. Might be able to make that happen. KB said I tried it. I'm not a fan. Now rotisserie pineapple. Oh, I'm sorry. I read the same comment. EOS is fair enough. Hard frozen on skewers. It's good from a refrigerator frozen. Chachi says, have you ever done a drunken chicken? Technically, no. But I know that I have cooked with some liquor. I won't say at some point, but I know I have cooked with some liquor. My problem is the drunken chicken, you have to put like half a beer in there. And I'm like, yo, that's a waste of good beer. Like, I don't want to waste the beer. So that's usually or typically my problem. Alright, guys, we got 15 minutes left. I am fading. I am tired. Yeah, like a beer can chicken for sure. Again, I hate wasting beer, so I don't add beer to. Well, I have added beer recently to crabs that I'll cook on the stove, like a steam on the stove. I've added beer recently, but that's not been a staple. I gotta get some more Old Bay because I have the J and O seasoning right now, but I need some more Old Bay. It just hits differently. But for the most part, almost everything else is the same. So, for what that's worth. E-holes, thanks for letting me catch the tail end. Man, listen, I was gonna be here, I won't say regardless, but I know the live stream early is not my, it's not my favorite thing to do. But every now and again it happens. Chachi is trying to get me to take a shot. So I still have this on the table. I'm going to take a little bit of that. It's not cold anymore, so that I had a lighter. He holds his shot. Peach, he says, God bless. So that was peach and orange. Those are, I put some Jolly Ranchers in some homemade vodka. A friend of mine, my guy, gave me some homemade vodka, and I put the peach and the orange Jolly Ranchers, the tropical fruit flavors or whatever it was, tropical flavors, into the vodka. Goodness gracious. And ready to close my eyes for good. KB says, "Young, yeah, man, we're not going to see you and set up. I gotta fight it." Chachi says, "One down. Next one is to open the freezer." Chachi, I know. Literally can't. I gotta get up in the morning. If I was off the next day or whatever, I'm sleepy. Run tell that to Laura. Are you cooking tomorrow? Technically, I guess that's a cooking Thursday night into Friday morning. Brisket, pork and chicken. First, good night, everyone. Yeah. Chachi says you should stream during your cook. Cannot guarantee that, and the whole reason is I don't want folks knowing how long I cook certain things for. That's why I don't live stream during my cooks. People will try to take any information they can on how I do what I do. So I avoid that. Y'all only see a small glimpse of what it is I cook in or how much I cook. There's that. Nothing personal about it. Trying to line up these two caps, so when I turn them over, they are kind of identical. And then we'll see which. Chachi says, we won't tell your secrets. Yeah, but it's not you I'm worried about. It's not you, Chachi. It's that random person who is searching how to cook brisket or whatever the case may be, and they stumbled upon one of my live streams. And start making brisket wherever I lay my head and try to become my competition. Yeah. Goodness. Alright. I thought I was going to make it until midnight, but well, excuse me, till 11. I'm fading fast. We need to talk to the guy and ask him to do it in the freezer jar. I'm not opposed to the freezer jar at all, but that freezer jar, I'm savoring that freezer jar. Whew. Yeah. Excuse me, Chachi be trying to get me in trouble. He's like, yo, open up the freezer. What's in the freezer? Chachi says, I get it. You just don't like us. Eho says, stream sniping. Welcome to the modern internet. Yeah. Shoot. 8 minutes left. Can I get it? Chat is so baiting you. Oh man, they always trying to bait me into doing any and everything. It's okay. You know, when they be here, I be quiet. But when y'all leave, I be talking to y'all. They always trying to get me to do something. I'll be like, nope. I sent you an email when you get some time. Take a look and leave feedback. Awesome. Sure thing, Chachi. I'm saying I might as well just go ahead and this looks great. Got your brisket stacked with your night quarters. Alright. So I'm not a fan of putting food in coolers and letting it rest. My whole thing is, in my opinion, I want things to actually cool. If you put it into a cooler, it's not going to cool, it's going to stay warm, and by extension, continue to cook. So I feel like a lot of times, oh my goodness. E-Hole says, I proclaim my complete heterosexual love for this man. D-Runk. Listen, I'm secure enough in my manhood where I'm like, all right, yo, I get it. There's some people where I'm like, I'll watch anything you cook, homie. Yeah. Jimmy says, wish I could come up there, come up with one everyone can quote like that one. Wrap up a rust. Cool and needed. Yeah, that's exactly it. Agreed. Yep. Definitely. Scotty says, when you come to Texas, if I get to meet you, I'm gonna give you the biggest. I'm a hugger. All right, I'm good for hugs, and dog, I'm with it. All right, I'm with it. I will give you a big hug. Seriously. All right. So, fellas, lady or two, if you're still, I greatly appreciate hanging out. If you have not already, please do subscribe. And if you could, please hit that thumbs up button for me on the way out. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, so we draw the line. This, heterosexual hugging. Okay? There we go. Can't take it too far now. Can't take it too far. I don't butter my bread the same side. Alright? Just saying. I'm gonna sip my water. Just this left in my container right now. I need to get some more water. E-hole says the sub button, folks. Real matter. Nice. I was like, ice not water. Yeah, the water is gone, and I'm being lazy and not getting more water. The ice, bougie ice. There's still some bougie ice left down there. There's not much water left. That bougie ice. My younger sister-in-law calls it bougie ice. The Chick-fil-A ice, hospital ice, the chewy ice, whatever you want to call it. It is great. Chances says 2 minutes. One more shot before you leave. Damn it, man. Alright. Just one more shot before I leave. I'm gonna pour some ice in my mouth. Then stop in my mouth. Goodness gracious. I have any problems falling asleep. Goodness gracious, I drank a bit much. Hospital ice is the best ice. Chachi's telling me. Yeah, I agree. That's why I got that ice maker, the bougie ice maker, as like I said, my sister-in-law calls it. I actually ordered one for my mother-in-law too, so she has one. Like to order one for my father-in-law. I feel like he wants an ice maker at his place. Because it was in my water container and run some water through it a couple times, drank the water off over the ice. It's now to the slushy part. So good. Man. So good. Alright guys, I made it to 2 hours. I just want to say thank you guys so very much for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Chachi says, if you ask me for the damn fight, KB on the next. Night, guys. Have a good rest of the week. I'll talk to you later. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Hey, Uncle Jim, thank you again. Sketch Barbecue says, yo, what's up? Chachi says, where did you make your business card? Vistaprint. Vistaprint. I kind of modeled it after the, actually, it was my business card that came first, and then I modeled my shirt after my business card. Excuse me. So I went out to Vistaprint, and they have I won't say a template, but they have you just upload your image and say what you want to go over it and say what you want to go under it and everything like that. And I mean, pretty simple enough, pretty much simple enough. And one of the things I did with my business card is vertical and excuse me, it's, portrait and not landscape. So it's vertical, more vertical than it is side by side. I did that because I want my business cards to stand out. Also, I don't do on my business card. One, it's not blank in the back, and two, I don't have my name on the business card. And the whole thing is, I'm like, yo, I want you to call you and know for me my name. I missed. Like I have a hole in my mouth. All right, chat. Gracias, amigo. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because, buddy, I need to get up tomorrow morning at 4:45 so I can go charge my car. I'll be easy. I'll catch you on the flip side, and I'm gone. Shout out to Bumpy for the refer, and you're like, yo, last shout out of the evening. I got it, and I'm gone.